Hi, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing my current everyday makeup that I pretty much wear all the time. Anytime I'm like about to go do something, this is like the quick makeup that I will throw on. So let's get into it. First thing that I'm going to do is just clip my hair back out of my face. And then for my base makeup, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. Mine is in the shade 4. That's what it looks like. And I usually just take a little bit and just put that all over my face. I just put a few drops and then I kind of spread it out with my finger. And then I like to blend that in with this Hiiii Beauty brush. I take this end that's more fluffy and I just slowly blend that out all over my face. This is just a skin tint, so it doesn't have crazy full coverage, but I would say it has like decent coverage for being a skin tint. And it's very light on the skin, so I really like it in replace of like a foundation. Those clips were just not doing it, so just tucking my hair. But now that the base is on, I'm going to start with my under eyes, and today I'm going in with the Palladio Under Eye Brightener. Looks like that, but I love wearing this under my concealer. I feel like it just makes such a big difference. So I apply this usually with my finger, like that, and I just start like blending it out all across my under eye with my finger until it's like blended in. I feel like this product blends best with your finger. I don't know why, but I just feel like the brush does not blend it as well as your finger. It just kind of melts into your skin this way, I feel like. So it has a better finish when I use my finger. But I just press that in until I feel like I have enough. Right after that, I go in with concealer, and today I'm using the Joa Beauty Concealer. It's the Hydrating Eye Serum Concealer. That's what it looks like. And the applicator is like this little sponge, and then it like twists up. The stuff is really good, and it's really light on the skin. But I will say it doesn't have like super full coverage, so you kind of have to use a lot depending on what you're going for. But I'm just going to start by putting it like on the inner corners of my eye and then the outside, and some on my nose. And then I do have some little spots that I do want to cover up. And to blend that, I'm just going to take my usual concealer brush and just start blending that out. Concealer smells like rose water, but it is super light on the skin, and yeah, the coverage is okay. I more just like the formula of it and how light it is and how soft it feels, and it's very blendable as well. But if I want something like full coverage, I would not reach for this. This is more of just like an everyday concealer that just kind of brightens up your under eye and gives you like a little bit of coverage to cover up like dark circles or whatever, but not good for a full glam. My face always feels so pale after putting my concealer on with no bronzer or anything, so going in with cream bronzer, and today I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow contour wand. That's what it looks like. It kind of is a similar applicator to the concealer, but you actually just squeeze this one out. But I'm gonna put a few dots like right on my cheekbones and then my forehead, and then a little bit on my eyelid, and of course my nose. Like that. To blend this out, I'm using my normal cream bronzer brush. It's the e.l.f. Duo Complexion brush, and I always go in with this fluffy side and start blending in the contour or the bronzer. This is it's called the contour wand, but I feel like this is warm tone like a bronzer would be. So you could call it a cream contour or a cream bronzer, I don't know. But I'm just gonna blend that all over my face where I have it on. This stuff blends really good. It's very creamy and just kind of melts into the skin. And then I like to take whatever's left over on the brush and just put that like on my jawline to make that look a little bit more snatched. And then I take the big side too, and I just like to start blending out the contour that's on my eyelid. And I always brush it up towards my temple, of course, to give my face like a more lifted look. And for the nose, I take the small side of the brush and I just start blending that in really softly, bringing it up into my eye to connect everything. Moving on to blush, this is like a new little hack that I recently saw that I've been obsessed with and been doing a lot lately. So what I'm going to do is take my blush and I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. This is in the shade Pinch Me Pink. And I'm going to mix that with some of the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion just to, I guess, illuminate the blush. So it kind of is like mixing highlighter with blush almost, I guess you could say. I don't know. I just started doing this recently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the Lumi Glotion and I'm just going to put it on the other end of the blush container. Probably used too much. But what I'm going to do is like kind of spread it around like that. And then I take my blush brush and I dip it in the Lumi Glotion. I kind of pat it on the back of my hand just to make sure I don't have too much. And then I go into the blush. So I'm basically mixing the two products together. And then I just apply that right to my cheeks and it gives like the perfect highlight to the blush. This blush is like a more dewy blush, but it doesn't have like any shimmer to it. So this is really just like perfect and adds like the perfect shimmer. Plus I don't have to go in with highlighter after. It kind of just puts the two steps together. And I'm going to apply that on the other side. And it's perfect. I wish that I would have thought of this a long time ago or saw it a long time ago because honestly it's such a game changer and it looks so pretty. It just has the most like glowy finish without being too crazy and it just makes the blush pop even more, and the blush is like my favorite part anyway, so it's perfect. And then I take a little bit and I do put that on my nose. I'm moving on to eyes next and I'm just going to put on a little bit of brow gel. I'm using NYX the Brow Glue. And I'm just going to run that through my eyebrows to kind of fluff them up. Sometimes I do fill in my eyebrows, sometimes I don't. Today I'm not going to, I'm just using eyebrow gel. Honestly, just depends on my mood. That's it for the brows today, but I do want to add a little bit of something to the eyes just to kind of like bring some color to them. So what I've been doing lately is I take this Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, looks like that, and I've been taking this color here, just like a light brown, and I just put that all over my eyelids just to kind of like add some depth. And I like to focus it like mostly on the crease and the eyelid. And I do just kind of like brush it out a little bit, but it's very subtle, I would say. But I think it makes a big difference so that my eyelids like actually look like they have color on them. The contour helps a little bit that I add there, but I feel like this just kind of brings it together. And then once that is on, I do like to add a little bit of like a brown wing, but I smudge it out so it doesn't really look like a wing, but it still kind of gives that effect. For the brown wing, I'm taking this little e.l.f. bite-size palette in the shade Cream and Sugar, and I'm using the really dark brown here with a small angled brush. And I need a mirror for this. What I like to do is I take the angle, I don't know how to explain it. I take the more pointy side and I put it down like that towards my eye. And I just draw on like a wing. And then I kind of drag it inward. So it looks like that. And then what I do is I take my finger and I just kind of like blend that out a little bit. And then I wipe off the brush and just run it over top of that just to blend it out. And then I like to take a more fluffy eyeshadow brush and just run that along the dark brown eyeshadow, and it just kind of smudges it out. So there's not really a wing there, but it just kind of makes my face look lifted, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to do it on the other side. This side's kind of dark. Moving on to mascara next, I am going to curl my lashes first, of course, and then apply mascara. The mascara I'm using today is by Essence. It's the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, but this is in the black shade. I have the brown one too. I use the brown one a lot, but I just recently bought the black version of it, so I'm going to use that today. I love the way this makes my lashes look. It makes them very full, but it is kind of messy, I will say. I think I already got that all over my eyelids, so you do have to be really careful. To finish off the eye look, I am going to do a little bit of inner corner highlight. So I'm taking this cream highlighter from Smashbox and then just this like little compact brush. And I'm going to put a little bit of that just right on the inner corner to make that pop. And I think I'm going to add a little bit to my nose as well. The eyes are done, so we're moving on to lips, and I have a new lip product that I found probably about 2 weeks ago that I've been absolutely loving, and I've used it pretty much every day because it's so amazing. It is the new NYX lip liners. They're actually lip stains. This is what it looks like. But that is what the tip looks like. So it's a lip stain, and it has like this little like sponge looking thing on the end. There you go. I don't even know how to describe it, but anyway, it's so cool, and the applicator is really nice. This one is in the shade Naughty Nude. And basically, I just take that and then outline my lips with it. And it lasts like a really long time, so I love that about this too. So I lightly outline my lips and then I take my finger and I just kind of like smudge it a little bit as I go, just to kind of like blend that into my lips. And then I do the same thing on the bottom. I got this at Ulta, and when I went, they were sold out of most of the colors. There was only 2 left. There was this one, and then this shade, which is a little bit lighter, called Barely There. They were out of a lot of the like pink, like undertone colors, which I do want to try. These ones are very brown, but I want something that's more like pink. So next time I go back, hopefully they have more because these are amazing. So I definitely recommend trying these if you haven't. Just for the applicator alone, like the way that it goes on, it's so precise and really, I don't know, it's like nothing I've ever used before. I've never seen a lip liner like this, so if you get a chance to use these, definitely do. But next up for lips, I am going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put that all over. And then I just kind of like to rub it out with my finger. But it's very subtle. It's very subtle. The lip liner kind of like is the moment for the lip look. Alright, and that completes my current everyday makeup look. Like I said, this is what I've been doing recently, pretty much anytime I do my makeup, and these are the products I've been reaching for. These are some of my favorites at the moment, especially the lip liner, so if you have not tried those, I definitely recommend. I got mine at Ulta, but you can probably get them online or wherever they sell NYX at, but those are so good. And like I said, I've never used a lip liner like that before, and the fact that it's a lip stain, it's so perfect because it lasts a really long time. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!